coming and chiming in. It breaks my heart to do anything that might not be in agreement with Kathy Smith, and that's the truth. I'm serious. I believe in what she does. I believe in what she does is important to our community, keeping the charm of our downtown, keeping the charm of our city. But at this point, we are going to...
Tax credits are 45%.
Go ahead, Mark. Cut him off. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen because this is emotional, and I'm sorry, but we're going to, at this point, make a motion, Councilman Felker, and we're going to make some decisions and say what you would like.
They have not even voted. We know how they'll be voting. Most council members that are new will rally with the mayor. They don't want to stand. They don't want to go against his will. He's making it clear ahead of the vote. Of course, we know it's not a secret vote, but it's really sad. You know, they're just emotions indeed. We're dealing with the history, the building, the people who build it, and we know that once it's gone, we cannot bring it back. Whatever you save, you know, a few things out of it, but the equation is inaccurate. And as a person who has done some bookkeeping and banking for a major bank, I know this if you look at the numbers closely, it's not right. Okay, so let's go how they vote. Let's go see how they vote.
Council members, with regard to the decision that we make.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm going to just put one little extra thing in here. We've talked about making a motion, and obviously with the text we've been provided speaks of the demolition of the ice house and other structures, but we've also been talking about preserving the building. So my question would be do we need to ensure that the motion actually has language that incorporates this dynamic of preserving? I'm happy to kind of do it on the fly, but I'm also kind of looking to staff on whether we can...
May I ask for clarification, Mayor Barry?
Yes, Mr. Arbo, please.
Councilmember Felker, you keep referencing preserving the building.
I'm sorry, preserving elements of the building.
Preserving elements of the building.
Right,
okay.
Sorry to be not as clear.
I did want to get clarification on that. So we'll see if we can give you some advice about that motion. So it is a forward decision to remove the building, but preserve some key historical elements.
There's language.
Yes, that was...
I have a lot of respect for Steve Arbo, and it's a surprise they were still, you know, working. They announced his retirement celebration that took place, I believe, at the end of August. So I'm surprised he's still working. I did not include him in my list of emails. I thought that they had chosen a new city manager, but anyway, Steve has been a great man, and I have a lot of respect for him, and he is a good man. Very well. Let's see. I wish him a wonderful retirement, by the way.
That was about it. You've got the form of the motion in the meeting packet. That's the direction to demolish with the other structures. And if you'd like, I think it's our intention to do that already, and that's why I'm kind of looking at our team back there. We picked up on everything you've been talking about. But if you'd like, you could tack on a phrase at the end of that motion to the effect of what you've been talking about, which is to preserve.
Maybe preserve key elements of the historical structure.
Historical.
I'll give it a
Structure.
I think we know the intent, and I think the point is, I think we owe it to those who are here on behalf of that to make sure we formally do it. So that's why I wanted to mention that, Mayor. So I move to direct staff to Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to direct staff to proceed with the demolition of the ice house along with the demolition of the other structures which are owned by the city within the downtown Market Plaza redevelopment area, with a focus on maintaining or preserving key elements of the ice house structure.
That works for me, if I can get a second. Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Felker, and a second. Oh, I'm sorry, I already had a second by Councilmember DeMoro. Thank you, sir. All right, discussion. Yes, Councilmember DeMoro.
Thank you, Mayor. I agree with everything that has been said up here. I didn't say anything before because this was more of a, it's a financial decision that we're making here, and it's unfortunate that the building is in that shape. But I also wanted to thank Kathy Smith and everything she does. I'm sure she remembers, but her and I have actually sat on this dais when the lights were out talking about historic preservation when we were on the planning commission. So I know she takes it very serious, and she's a very, very good advocate for this. But this was a case that, I'm very happy we're going to keep some artifacts from that building. But this is a hard decision, and I do appreciate everybody that has spoken and your heartfelt comments, actually. So thank you.
Thank you.
That is very well said, Mr. DeMoro. Yes, it was a financial decision, and we're still very fortunate in Lee Summit that we're going to get a few crumbs left from the ice house after it gets cannibalized by the bulldozers.
Okay, I think everybody understands the motion on the floor. So at this point, I'm going to ask you to cast your vote. Please cast your vote. Yes, off of, the motion is on the floor is to demolish the ice house, but salvage key elements of the structure. Okay, all votes are in. Please record the vote. It does pass 8-0. Again, I'm sorry to those that don't agree with this decision. But we're gonna move forward on this farmers market and the infrastructure and without delay. Next, where are we? We have
Public comments.
we have public comments. Sorry. Okay, we are at public comments. Do we have any public comments?
The only public comments I've received were addressed during the public hearings.
Thank you. Would you all like to take a break or finish? All right, we're going to finish. Tricia Fowler Arcuri, would you please read resolution number 22-16?
Very well, so it's over for the ice house unless there's a huge tornado that takes place in Lee Summit and destroys downtown and City Hall, and there's only the ice house left. Because believe me, this is a very sturdy building that resisted to survived all kind of issues. But I don't want to be sarcastic. Yes, perhaps it was a tough decision to make, but I am not really convinced that it was a fair decision. I am very disappointed. It's just like kicking history in the butt. History is going to be erased. I suggest that a 3D replica of the ice house be made at a scale large enough that people can really appreciate the magnitude of the building. Anyhow, so this is it for the City Council meeting of September 6, 2022, and my commentary is over, and this video is going to be published on YouTube. If you have any questions, any concerns, please put that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. Thank you very much. God bless Lee Summit and God bless America.